Kidnap episode 8 starts with Min and Mhen moving to Kanburi. Mhen doesn't understand why they should move, and Min offers no answers. Min is still grieving the end of his relationship with Q. He checks the home camera he left behind and sees Q's message begging him not to leave. Min is sad, but he has made his choice. However, Q is determined to get his man back and is not ready to give up on their young love. As the days go by, Q visits Min's house almost every day. At home, he tells his dad he won't leave for Vancouver. In turn, Katja asks Suya to keep an eye on his son. Even though Yada has fled the country, they can't afford to drop their guards. In the meantime, Q talks to James to find out where Min went. Unfortunately, James is in the dark too. He advises Q to forget about Min since he chose his brother's safety. At night, Q waits outside Min's house and runs into Jean, talking to Mhen on the phone. Jean is kind enough to let Q borrow her phone to call Min. The two talk, but Min insists that he is done with Q. He advises the young man to move on. The next day, Q prepares to leave for Vancouver when he overhears his dad talking to Suya. He realizes that Katja is the one who convinced Min to leave. Before storming out in anger, Q gets the relevant information on Min from Suya. As expected, he beelines straight to Min's place and surprises him. Min insists he should leave, but Q says he is tired and too late. He offers to leave the next day but says it will depend on his mood. Mhen sees the opportunity to help Q and starts teasing his brother to let Q stay. In the end, Q spends the night there. The three of them decide to sleep on the sitting room floor. Although Min acts indifferent the whole night, he drops his facade when he thinks Q is asleep. He carefully places ointment on Q's hurt arms and apologizes to a sleeping Q for breaking their promise. However, Q is not asleep, he is just testing Min. He pretends to be sleepwalking and Min hugs him from behind, whispers in his ear and returns him to bed. The following morning, Q reports that he can't leave since his car is broken. Min calls a mechanic and Mhen suggests that Min takes Q with him to work. Currently, Min is walking at a surfboard shop and a local gym. Q gets a bit jealous watching Min help a lady learn how to surf. He tries to join in, but Min turns him away. As he walks away, Q hurts his leg and Min rushes to his side to help. Later, Q confesses that he still likes Min. He says that his past life without Min felt empty and he only realized how to live after meeting Min. He asks Min if he would shoot him or let him bite him now that he is a love zombie. Min is moved but doesn't answer the question. After they return home, Min asks Q to spend the night with them and leave the next day. The next day, Min asks Mhen and Q to get ready for a day out. He takes them to a local aquarium. While there, the two lovers reconcile. Min apologizes and confesses his love again. They agree they will stay together no matter what. Unfortunately, Q changes his mind when he sees Mhen is scared of the loud fireworks. He realizes that Mhen is traumatized too and blames himself. After they return home, Q breaks up with Min and announces he is moving to Vancouver. He argues they can't traumatize or risk losing their loved ones over love. Without giving Min time to process everything, Q drives off. This time, Min follows him on his bike and stops him from leaving. He insists that he won't make the same mistake of losing Q and he is ready to fight for them. He claims he is no longer scared of anything as long as he has Q by his side. The two head back home and make passionate love, confessing their feelings again. What a roller coaster of emotions. 1 minute it is all smiles and flirting. The next minute, they are breaking up and having car chases. Thankfully, they are back together and have decided to fight for their relationship. It is a moving tale, but what price will they ultimately pay for their decision? Yada is hiding, but she is also plotting her revenge against Katja. It is only a matter of time before she returns to take revenge. Hopefully, the boys will be ready for her.